Yes, y'all, what is good? What is going on? It is me, the Joey Digital. I'm coming to you all from the super amazing, self-healing, self-motivating, self-invigorating, you guessed it, the Fort Lauderdale Beach, as you all can see. Super happy to be having you all in this moment. And I just want to go ahead and send you all waves and waves and waves of positive energy, frequency, and vibration in this moment. All right. So if you haven't done so as of yet, I would love to encourage you all to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you all may be updated when I post and create all new content. All right. Cool. Yeah. So now that I got the intro out the way, I got the glasses on and all that good stuff, you know, I just want to go ahead and get this video started, and before I get it started, and I said started 3 times, before I get it started, I want to go ahead and show you all what we have going on around us. All right, amazing day at the ocean. Sun is probably going down in a few, but super sunny, beautiful, warm day nevertheless. It is a little bit cool now, you know, and you know, I'm just happy to share with you all this positive energy, this abundance energy, this manifestation of positivity, energy, frequency. All right. I wasn't trying to rhyme that, but hey, you know, it just flowed like that. Anyways, you know, I'm here, you're here, we're all here together, and I just want to see what's good with you all. Are you all having a great day? Are you having a great week? Are you having a great month? The year's almost done, but it's all good. If you are, let's connect in the comment section. Let's see what is going on. All right, with the collective, let's share. You know, I'll even be up in there and I'll let y'all know how my week was, you know, word for word. All right, so yeah, man, the energy is up. Okay, the energy is so up right now. I don't know if y'all can tell. Let me go ahead and get up out the way real quick so y'all can see this, the waves crashing. So y'all can see the waves crashing. Look at that. Dang. Yeah, and you know, I have a lot of really great news that I want to share with you all right? And it all has to do with the message that I'm going to be sharing with you all today. If you all are ready to hear some excellent news, hear some great news, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let's like the content, let's subscribe to the page if you haven't done so yet, and if you feel inspired to share my page, definitely feel free to do so. All right, yeah, so the great news that I have for you all today is I will be doing a lot more content pertaining to crystals, and also I will be doing a lot more content pertaining to the things that I do with my website, you know. So, you know, amazing stuff that I'm super happy to get to you all. And as you all can see, you see the chain, you know, y'all already seen it already, but I definitely upgraded it with more copper, you know. I took the seashells away for a little bit, you know. I actually added them to a different chain of mine. Y'all might have seen that chain. I've been wearing it like crazy the past couple of videos, the one with the starfish and the green aventurine. And as you all can see, hold on, y'all see what's going on. I got the rose quartz here, I got the selenite here, I got the clear quartz crystal, and I got the moldavite down there. Powerful stuff, you know. And actually I actually came into contact with some apophyllite, and also I got a piece of polycite. All right, and I have phenakite on the way. So when I get the phenakite, I'm going to spend some time with all 3 of those crystals and I'm gonna get you all the powerful messages that come with working with those crystals. Of course, I had got some more Motivite as well, but as I said earlier, I'm gonna definitely share some of that with the collective. All right, and I'm just super happy to be, you know, keeping it going, man. We're gonna keep it going, we're gonna keep it moving. You know, as I said in one of my other videos, I was kind of laughing, but it was the truth. I was like, you know, I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, you know, check me out, man. I got rooted, you know, the dreadlocks is rooted, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm feeling good, and I'm super happy to be reconnecting with the collective, man. And I love the love that I'm getting from you all. I love the comments that I'm getting, that I'm receiving, and just the overall positive vibe of being able to create on this platform and be able to touch as many people as I possibly can, be able to reach as many people as I possibly can. And last time I checked, it was 628. All right, it was 628, and I always imagined how it would feel to have like 628 people around me, you know, cheering for me, or getting insight, getting motivation. Maybe, I don't know, a few of them could be teaching me something, because I'm always willing and ready to learn any and everything. You know, I'm a lover of learning things, and I was thinking about that. You know, I was thinking about, actually, it's funny. I was talking to my oldest daughter about how important it is to always continue learning. All right, and I was, you know, pretty much just sharing. I'm not going to get into the whole spill, but I was, you know, pretty much generally I was sharing with her just to not take what people tell you for face value, quote unquote. You know, you don't have to take it for face value. You know, if people tell you something and it sparks your interest, definitely go and do your own due diligence, go do your own homework, so that you could know what you need to know about what it is that you are looking to learn, because it's going to be your experience. What you learn is based on how you experience what you learn, you know. And I was just sharing with her, you know, how important it is. I said, you know, I told her, I said, even if I tell you something, go behind my back and still do the knowledge, still learn, you know, more. Because what a lot of people are not saying to the children enough is, you know, this is we're handing them this world, okay? This is their world, you know. We are making it the way it needs to be so that they can thrive, you know. So like, I let my daughter know all the time. I said, you know, you came into this world, you know, both my daughters, you know, I let them know. I say, you know, y'all came into this world way better than I am, you know what I mean? And I want to keep it like that, you know. And I want y'all to do more than I'm doing. I want y'all to achieve more than I'm achieving. And I'm still working, you know. I want to acquire everything, you know. Anything that's meant for me, anything that God wants to give me, I'm here and I'm ready, you know what I mean? And I'm happy with, even if this is all I get right here, I'm happy with it. I'm cool, you know. I'm not I don't deserve anything, you know. I don't deserve anything, but I'm very grateful for everything, you know. And I'm just super humble like that, you know. Like, I'm never out here walking around talking about, you know, how anybody owes me or anything like that. I'm just grateful, you know. I'm super grateful. I'm happy. And it's just one of those things that I, you know, was teaching my kids. Okay, hit that like button. Anyways, I don't want to go too far off the topic. But, you know, this is just kind of like, you know, we just catching up. You know, I don't know what I'm going to name this video, but all I know is, you know, I appeared while the waves was crashing. And anytime I appear like that, you know, it's going to be some powerful messages, you know, because, you know, we work with some magic over here, you know what I mean? Hit that like button, you know, and I feel good, you know, I feel really good. And I hope that you all do too. And even just showing y'all the beach, I hope that brings a smile to your face, because it is not warm everywhere this video is being shown, okay? So I always try and keep that in mind, you know, and that's my gift. Even if what I say may or may not resonate, it's my ability to show you all the ocean, hence the name of the brand, the Ocean Experience. All right. And appreciation, man. You know, I appreciate just being able to focus in and lock in and really, you know, like, I'm really on this journey, man. This is great. Like, if y'all would have seen how I started out, and y'all would have seen how shy I was, man, y'all would be like, y'all probably would be saying like, man, he ain't gonna go through with all of this. But here I am, man. It's like 2 years, 2 and some change. You know, I don't really know exactly what day I locked in. I should, and I may go back and do the math and come back again. Excuse me, hit that like button. But for the time being, you know, I apologize, but I just don't remember exactly. But I know it was 2 years and some change, and my life changed so much. Like everywhere I go, people recognize me, and it's not larger than life. You know, there's still a lot of people that don't recognize me, and I'm cool with either way, you know. But pretty much what I want to share with you all is that hopefully I can inspire you. Hopefully I can inspire you to continue your journey. You know, it's so easy to come up with. It's so easy to come up with a healthy regimen of, you know, a pattern or rhythm that you can get into where you can continue and do your routine daily so that you can get where you need to be. You know, the hardest thing I believe in life is if you just quit and you just stop, because you never know. You know, you never know. You may be right there at the finish line. I love that throwback Facebook meme. It was like 2 people mining for diamonds, you know, crystals, you know what I mean, mining for diamonds, and one person gave up and walked away on the bottom, and then the person on the top kept chiseling away, and they was about to get all the diamonds, you know what I mean. And you know, really and truly, we are all just one decision away anyway. We're all one decision away from manifesting true abundance, and the diamonds could be happiness, the diamonds could be joy. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be tangible money, or, you know, a new home or a new car, or, you know, a new residence. You know, it doesn't have to mean moving to a new place or anything like that. It could just be happiness, you know. But over here on this channel, we inspire one another to keep going. We push each other to be inspired, being motivated, and do the things that we love in our heart, you know, because this is all we got, man. You know, there's no other levels. It's this level and it's the top, you know. So this is why we appreciate our journey. This is why we enjoy the journey. We enjoy the time that it's taking us to get to where we are going, because if you take the fast lane and you don't remember any of this, and you get to the top and you lose it and you don't remember how you got there, it's going to be a problem. So what I encourage you all to do daily is to stop, smell the roses, or smell the sunflowers. I personally love sunflowers. I love sunflowers. You know, that's my thing. You know, I'm different. You know what I mean? Everybody loves roses. You know, and I'm not against roses. You know, I respect the pink roses. I respect the red roses. You know, the yellows and all of that, the white ones. But I'm a sunflower person. I love sunflowers. You know, but the idea is to pump your brakes, slow down, and, you know, taking that air, you know what I mean? Really taking that good air, be in nature, and respect the journey. You know, honor your journey, honor your blessings, you know, and not take any of it for granted. Because, you know, a lot of us who have made it to the top, and, you know, maybe we make a decision and we want to do something different, but then maybe we want to come back and do this later. We'll remember the journey and we can know what steps we need to take to get back, you know. Because for my savants, my people who are savants, my people who are true savants, true masters of anything and everything that they touch or do, you know, think about the story King Midas. You know, for my ladies, Queen Midas, you know, okay, you know, I don't know why they didn't make a Queen Midas. They need to get on that, you know. But we respect the fact that everything we do works, but the true key is to memorize and leave notes around, so that way if we shift gears, because, you know me, I shift gears, you know, like 1 minute I'm doing digital art, the next minute I'm building chains with powerful metaphysical crystals, you know, that cause massive ascension and downloads and astral traveling and all of that. And then the next week I may be customizing sneakers or you know, painting on some denim jackets. I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I might be working out 2 weeks from now. Like, I may do a workout video, you know. And for all my people who are super motivated and high, you know, have high levels of energy, you want to always be able to remember each journey in its entirety. So that way, if you want to deviate from what you're working on now and come back to what you're doing now, that don't make no sense. Deviate what you're working on now to go back to something you was working on before. You can do it because you remembered all the steps it took to get to where you wanted to be when you did that. And you know, there is no wrong path in life, you know, when you're doing what you love. You know, like, there's some of us who, we have a lot of things that we love to do, different hobbies, different things that we just love to, like, just get lost in and have fun. You know, I was talking with my mentor the other day. I'm not going to disclose everything, but shout out to my mentor, Art Fresco. I definitely did a couple of interviews with him, but you know, we were building and we were just talking about the passion of what it is that we love, we love to do, and just diving into it, man, and just really just giving it your all, you know, super authentically, just be truly engulfed in it, and really, you know. And then it's nothing to be fearful of when you love what you do. When you're doing what you love and you dive in like that, it's like, you know, as above, so below, you know, and as below, so above. It's like going into the universe. It's like imagining, you know, flying into the universe, you know what I mean? Flying into the galaxy, you know what I mean? You don't know what planet you're going to land on, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how it is when you're on your personal journey, your inner journey, and you're doing what you love over and over and over again, and there is no rules. You do this week, you do that next week, everything ties in together. And though how you look at life, it's like, long as I'm doing what I love to do and I'm happy, and the people that love you are checking in with you and they say, oh, they're doing what they want to do and they're happy. Everybody checks in on you. You're happy, they're happy, you know what I mean? And it's just a beautiful thing, man. And you know, my whole point is this: there is no wrong way, okay? There's no, we got to get rid of these rules, you know. We got to get rid of these rules on how, you know, we're supposed to do this, or we should have did that first, or we're running late. You know, we're not running late. You know, it's, I was listening to a story earlier about how time, and I say this a lot on my videos, but I'm going to say it today, how time is not real. You know, time is not real. It's just a construct, you know. You're not running late for anything. You know, it's beautiful to feel like you're early to do something, you know, but at the same time, too, the amazing thing is that there's nothing new under the sun. And if you've done something before, there's somebody else that have done it before you that was successful. So it gives you hope, it gives you inspiration to say, hey, if they did it and they can win, I can do it and win, you know. And it's just an amazing motivational boost to have, to know that, you know, you're not running late. Trust me, people have their own problems going on, so they're not focused or they're not hyper fixated on you, and they're not scrutinizing you. Trust me, they're worried about bills and stuff that they're focused on, and you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your love for yourself, for your hobbies, for your kids, for your parents, for your grandparents, for, you know, your grandkids, whatever. And it's just different paradigms, and you know, and nobody's wrong. They're not wrong for feeling how they feel, and you're definitely not wrong for feeling how you feel. And I'm just happy to see that a lot more people nowadays, especially these past 2 weeks, they're really, you all are really leaning into what you feel, and you're really leaning into doing things that you love, and you're really leaning into that happiness that comes with it. Because a lot of times the happiness comes once you shift that frequency. You know, it's not even the frequency comes before the decision. And how you know that is that, you know, we're all conscious. You know, we're all conscious of everything that happens, and we have to be conscious in order to recognize what is happening. So as we ascend consciously, we know what levels and what areas we're ascending in, and we're bringing light to those areas. You know, us being light beings, us being spiritual beings having a human experience, you know, fragments of God and the Most High in the physical. You know, we are tapping into that frequency before we make the decision to even do it. Some people may wait 3 days to do something. Some people may just make an impulse decision or calculated risk. And some people wait a long time, but there's no time frame that has to happen in order for things to be how you need it to be. Your life can be how you need it to be now, and you can make all the decisions, you know, especially when it comes to things that make you happy, all right? And, you know, I'm here, you're here, you know, we just vibing, we just chatting. I'm super happy to have you all. I'm super happy that you all checked out the video. I just wanted to tap in with y'all, you know, and just keep it super basic, you know, like I didn't want to go too heavy with y'all this trip, just because I wanted to check in with you all and let y'all know what I have going on, let y'all know where my head is at, where my heart is at, you know, periodically. Y'all know how I do, but y'all know I got the messages still coming. I got a lot of messages that I still want to share with you all. The next video, I got y'all. But I just want to say that I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I am going to enjoy this amazing, beautiful weather. All right, I'm going to enjoy this amazing, beautiful weather, and hopefully you all do too. You know what I mean? I am taking off the glasses. You know, I'm taking off the glasses, and you all know what it is, man. I am here. I'm going to probably disappear. I'm probably going to disappear and just let y'all check out the waves crash and take in some of this good energy that I'm sending to you all. You know, I'm sending y'all love. I'm sending y'all unconditional love. I'm sending y'all unconditional, positive love, frequency, energy in this moment, healing energy. And I just want to see y'all win. I just want to see y'all continue to do things that make you happy more now than ever. And once you start doing it, I want to see it continue. You know, that's my only hope and wish, all right? And before I get up out of here, I just want to say I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Peace and love. I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. And then you already know. I just want to see wave behind me, all right? Namaste.